Hi book friends, I'm Erin, and this is Erin Go Read. This is my May TBR. In May, I need to finish up the books for the quarterfinals of the Booktube Prize. I'm on nonfiction this round, and then I'm going to be participating in the Asian Readathon. I'm going to start with the Asian Readathon books. The first book is a book that was on my TBR for last month, and I wasn't able to get to it. The Sailor Who Fell from Grace with the Sea by Yukio Mishima. It's something about a group of teenage boys who starts kind of like rebelling against authority in some way, and it's supposed to be a Japanese classic, and I just barely started it a couple days ago, but I was finishing up other things for last month. And that satisfies the prompt to read a book from an Asian author or an Asian character who is different from me. I'm not a teenage boy, so there you go. One of the prompts is to read just a book by an Asian author or featuring an Asian character, and I have a book that I've had for quite a while now. This is Island of a Thousand Mirrors by Nayomi Munaweera. I bought this at my favorite bookshop in Marin County called Book Passage. I think they have 2 locations in San Francisco as well. And is this one a signed copy? I don't know if it's a signed copy or not. They do a lot of signed copies there. It is. It is a signed copy. I just remember liking the description of it. I actually don't remember what it's about at all. I think it takes place in Sri Lanka, and I'm just going to leave it at that. I've heard recently Mercedes read a different book from hers and really enjoyed it, and so I thought it was about time that I get to this book. Probably one of the longest books one of the books that's been on my TBR the longest. We have a book featuring an Asian author or character who we can relate to, and I'm going to read The Memory Police by Yoko Ogawa. Dystopian, something about memories being, like memories are wiped from people, but then some people are able to remember, and our main character is female, and she has to intervene when her editor starts having these memories or something like that. And I've heard lots of really good things about this so far. And then the last one for the Asian Readathon is a book that was recommended to you by an Asian, and They Call This an Enemy by George Takei. This is a graphic novel about the Japanese internment camps. And this was recommended to me by a Japanese American who worked at a bookshop in one of the Bay Area stores that I popped into sometime last year. And then for the Booktube Prize books that I need to finish, I am a little over halfway through Solitaire, which is by Albert Woodfox. It's a memoir about his time in prison, mostly in Angola prison in Louisiana, and spending much of that time in solitary confinement for a crime that he did not commit. Then we have How to Be an Antiracist by Ibram X. Kendi. I think that's pretty much like what it says on the cover. Then we have Underland by Robert MacFarlane. I started this on audiobook from the library, and I think I need to read it in physical form to really get it. It felt like I was listening to the narration to like a Discovery Channel wildlife documentary or something, and I want to look up the voice too, because I feel like I've heard that voice before. So it's like all these little stories, or I don't know if story is even the right word, but about things that happen under the ground, basically. And I believe they all end up kind of like intermingling and weaving together, as even the cover, this beautiful cover, even kind of suggests. And then we have another book that I think is going to be quite similar to Solitaire, being about the American justice system, or lack thereof, that is Charged by Emily Bazelon. The New Movement to Transform American Prosecution and End Mass Incarceration. So I think I would like a little bit of separation between Solitaire and Charged. So this will be probably more towards the end of May that I get around to this one. So these are the 8 books that I plan to read in the month of May. I do have some other books, some Asian books that I would like to read if I was able to get around to them. Somehow I don't think that's going to end up happening. Obviously, the Booktube Prize books are the absolute priority. The ballots are due on May 30th, so those will be the first books that I tackle, but I'm really excited to get into these Asian books as well. Let me know if you've read any of these books or if I've piqued your interest in any of them. Thank you for watching. See you around the tubes.